Hello, good afternoon to all the ladies and gentlemen. Okay, my name is Adrian. By the way, before we start the sessions, right, can you hear my voice? Okay, since this is a webinar sessions, right, I guess you cannot unmute yourself, okay, and even though you cannot talk to me, so and also cannot on your video as well, right? So as usual, okay, if let's say you can hear my voice, well, thank you, Liang Feng, you are very fast. You respond very fast, even though I haven't say anything else, you already can click my minds already. Okay, so can you go to the chat rooms, right? Just type yes, hi to everyone, or greet everyone, good afternoons, right? Just want to make sure everyone you can hear my voice. Thank you for your thumbs up, I like it. Okay, welcome Adrian, thank you. Ganvila, thank you. Thank you, Hui Ping. Thank you so much. Thank you, Liang Fo. Oh, I like your own energy level. I guess this today now right like, it's a 2 o'clock right after eating after our lunch. It will be 4 to 6. I hope that you all hear my voice. You cannot. Okay, you won't fall asleep lah. Okay, thank you. Good afternoon to Azlina and good afternoon to Sikkim. Thanks for your response. I really like your all energy level. Okay, by the way, let me introduce myself first. My name is Adrian. Okay, I think some of you already know me. Okay, so I'm from Product and Technical Faculty. So today I will share with you all with this medical protection, which is our best excellent medical protection in HLA and also across the industry, which is HLA Medishield 3 Rider. Okay, so are you excited? Are you ready? Okay. So before we go to this, talk about this Medishield 3 rider, the feature, the benefit, and also today our highlight is more on the deductible and non-deductible. Actually, in 1 hour, just 1 hour, an hour to share everything to you, bump all the information to you, right? Actually, is insufficient. So that's why we have this master technical workshop. Okay, so if let's say you want to know more further or you want to know more about these technical things, right? So you have to enroll yourself to our master technical workshop. Okay, so this stay tuned, yeah. Okay, before that, right? Okay, let me share with you some of the concept before we go into this product feature. Okay, first of all, would like to share with you, I think COVID-19 is very familiar to everyone, okay? I think nowadays, right, we are not called pandemic anymore. It's called endemic. But actually, COVID-19, right, it brings a lot of awareness to us, especially for insurance industry. It's really bring a lot of benefits to us. Why we say so? Okay, first of all, right, as the COVID-19 pandemic, right, has made us realize the future is so uncertainty. You know, the COVID-19 right suddenly strike. Okay, it's beginning from China's, right? Okay, if not mistaken. So suddenly strike us, and then we feel like very panic. We don't know what to do. Actually, it's very uncertain. And actually, a medical emergency can take place at any time. So to protect us from any medical emergency, right? The medical health insurance play an important role, okay, in our life. Why we say so? Because being medical insured during the pandemic, right, really helped us a lot. Because, okay, during the pandemic, especially at here, right, the Sungai Buloh Hospital, right, is considered as a public hospital, right? It's full house, you know. And some of the patients, right, they forced to shift, okay, to the others hospital, government hospital, because Sungai Buloh, right, is the main hospital to treat this COVID-19. And the public hospital always full house, okay? Because during with this kind of current health crisis, we call health crisis. Because a lot of doctors, they need to treat all these patients to be very fast. And some doctor also bang san, you know, okay? Because they are without any resting because want to cope with this COVID-19, okay? So and what about the others normal patients? If let's say they cannot admit to this public hospital, okay, if let's say they are not diagnosed with COVID, it's just a normal disease, so they have to, okay, done at the private facility law. So that's why if let's say they go to the private facilities, right, it will be cost a very expensive for a person, especially for those without a medical cover. Do you think it's right or not? Okay, so And the second things I want to bring out to you, okay, since we talk about the medical expenses is very, getting higher and higher, especially we go to this private hospital instead of the government hospital. And based on this, the facts given by AKPK actually stands for Agency Counseling and Pengurusan Credit. So what is the main cause of financial worse? As you can see on my screen, the facts, okay, the number one here is what? High medical expenses. Why? Okay, why these high medical expenses, right, is the number one reason for those who apply for this AKPK. Okay, because right, based on this group of peoples, right, they become indebted is due to insufficient these savings. If let's say you have the savings, of course, without any medical card, if let's say it's enough for you to treat for this what we call a condition, for us to treat for the conditions, right? Actually it's fine enough. But what about those people, right, without sufficient saving? So normally they will use their credit card, swap their credit card. Okay, so when the people admit to the hospital, they swap their credit card. So that's why there will be a lot of indebted. So for this group of people, right, okay, based on the fact I read the article, they are insufficient saving, which leave them unable to cope with the large medical expenses. So this is number one. So that's why it's very serious. Okay, so as these facts also very familiar with to us, but the cost of medical treatments, right, expected medical inflations of 12% per annum. I think this is not a new thing to everyone. Everyone's know about our medical inflations 12% per annum, especially in Malaysia, right? Basically, if let's say you read at the articles, right, compared to the Asians, right, the benchmark for medical inflations, right, should be around less than 10 or maybe 10 point something. But in Malaysia, right, okay, it's already 2 digit, you know, it's not 1 digit for the medical inflation. Okay, so what we can foresee for the futures, right? Our medical expenses is getting to higher and higher. So what caused this medical inflation? Okay, why the medical the expenses was getting higher? Perhaps nowadays, right? We will in our country, we have invented a lot of technology, and then the communication disease, right, is getting complicated. Okay, so that's why this is few factor to cause these medical inflations to be higher and higher. And some of the hospitals, right, they started to use a robotic to do a surgery. Okay, all these technologies, right, it will cause this medical inflation. Okay, so as we go through, based on our last, okay, I think it's the last 8 years, okay, 2015, okay, see, only the cataract, right, okay, is 1.5K, 1.5 1,500 to 5,000, okay, to perform this cataract. Okay, if with this 12% per annum right now, if let's say we foresee, okay, after 20 years, right, okay, the cataract, it might be 24,000 to 34,000. Okay, what about heart attack? As you can see the facts, 10,000 to 30,000. After 20 years, right, it become 67,000 to 200, okay, and 2,000. This is a range that depends on the surgery and also the hospital treatment. And the knee replacements is 15,000 to 40,000. For C, after 20 years, become 101, 207,000. So cancer, it will be 18,000 to 300,000 based on 2015. After 20 years, become 121K up to range 2 million, you know. Okay, nowadays we are talking about a million annual limit. Okay, foresee in the future 1 million also tak cukup already. Okay, so if treat for the one cancers, right, it become maybe up to 2 million. So what about stroke? Is about 35,000 to 75,000, and after 20 years, the range will be 235,000 until 505,000. And kidney failure is 150,000 and above. After 20 years, right, it's around 1 million and above. Okay, so as you can see, based on the figure, the facts, right, the number also, I look at that also feel like very scary, you know. Okay, So that's why the medical inflation, right? Okay, with the 12% every year, we increase 12%, right? So you can foresee right now a lot of customers talk about, 1 million 2 million annual limit too much for me already Yes, okay, it's too much for right now. But please bear in mind, the medical protections, right, is not for the current, it's for the future, If let's say your customer or we, okay, diagnose one of the conditions already, right? We want to buy out, we also cannot buy anymore, So that's why the medical protections always protect for the future. Okay, so first of all, we talk about, okay, a lot of inflation medical inflations I would like to ask, okay, what is inflation Any one of you can go to the chat room or give me some definition, or maybe you go to the Google, you just type what is inflation. There will be a lot of definition will be coming out. Okay, in simple word, okay, inflation, which means that the good and the service increase price law. Okay, I show you a very, very simple picture okay. Last time, okay, in 1998, okay, 1998, right? Okay, we take out 50 ringgit, we go to the grocery shop, or we go to Just Go or Aeon Big, right? Okay, you see our trolley, right? We can put a lot of thank you, Liang Feng, thank you so much. Inflation means the ringgit Malaysia value going down. Yes, money become depreciations, or in layman term, like Liang Feng say, is going down. Okay, with the money is become smaller okay, direct translate okay, the value becomes smaller and smaller, or going down. Yes, thank you, Liang Feng, for your answer. Yes, you are right. Okay, last time we take out 50 ringgit in 1998, right? Our trolley, wow, it's like very full, right? We can put a lot of our goods our grocery things in the trolley, right? Then in 2005, right, as you can see in the middle punya trolley, okay, it's like half already, 50 ringgit. Okay, then based on 2012, you see the trolley, if let's say I take out 50 ringgit, the trolley left how much thing? Just share with you, right? Last weekend, last Saturday, okay, I went to this Aeon Beach, right? Actually, I went to buy snack, I spent around 50 ringgit, right? Okay, I can buy about 4 or 5 snack only. Okay, including like potato chips and twisted. So you can see our money, right, actually is getting smaller and smaller, and it seems like to our medical inflation. Last time, yes, okay, our annual limit maybe 100,000 or 120,000, right? Okay, we can stay in the 5-star hospital already. But right now, right, okay, majority the room and boards, right, is already the minimum. I can say that, right? Okay, minimum is the 200. Last time we have the plans like 150 room and board 100 also have the old brand 80 ringgit also got. Okay, but right now, right, as you compare to others or like insurance company, right, the base is already started, okay, from 200 and above. So that's why it's because of this medical inflation, okay, the expenses is getting higher and higher. Okay, so next, right, okay, let's say today we don't talk about Medishield first, okay? Let's say you have some customer or just fresh graduate, or but they want to own this medical cards, right? We can, in HLA, right, okay, we have a multiple medical card we can propose to the customer. So you can use this medical starter rider, okay? The base here for Medi starter is 180, 180 punya room and board. Okay, so for Medi starter, just one glance brief you all, but we are not focused today Medi starter. Just let you know we have this rider, and this rider actually is a non-participating rider and also provide this medical coverage. Okay, the keyword here, Medi starter. Okay, medical punya starting. Okay, like this you easy to remember to start your medical card. Okay, so basically for this Medi starters, right, we have one of the beauty in HLA for the medical card, we have a pre-retirement and post-retirement, which is provide more flexibility based on the customer punya budget. For this Medi starter rider, right, we have 8 combination punya deductible. Later on, when talk about Medishield 3, we will talk more about what is deductible and what is non-deductible and what are the benefits will bring to us. Okay, so stay tuned first. Okay, so the Medistarter riders, right, the pre and post retirement for the deductibles, right, it start from 0, and the maximum the deductible is 5,000. You forgot, please put out the table, but one piece of paper, you write it down, okay? And this rider is only attachable. It's a rider, which means that you must buy a basic plan. Just now I mentioned non-participating rider, which means this is under TLP, traditional life plan. So only can attach in this secure 100. Okay, so the rest of the benefits, right, I won't go through for this Medistarter. If let's say you want to know more, go to the agency portal to download the fact sheet lah. Okay, also the flyer also inside the agency portal. Okay, but today, let's say you're able to master this Medishield 3 riders, right? Okay, Medistarter for you is a sub-story. Okay, it's very easy for you because it's quite similar, all the benefit and feature. Okay, so today's, right, we will talk about more focus on this Medishield 3 rider. As you can see, the tagline here is every choice is what? Reward. It's all about reward. Can you see these are big words? Okay, we have these 3 reward. Okay, stay healthy, stay rewarded, stay loyal, stay rewarded, and the third one, stay economical, stay rewarded. Okay, Adrian, at here, we stop here first. We don't go to the further. Later on, my slide will talk into more detail. Okay, but just let you know, the Medishield 3 rider is a unique deducting rider. Write it down. And okay, it can provide this long-term medical coverage is up to age 100. And so far right now, right, Medishield 3 rider, please bear in mind, only can attach in HLA complete cover. Okay, I believe you all know the basic plan. HLA complete cover and also HLA Asset Elite, which is our new plan. Not Master. Master cannot attach this Medishield 3 rider. Only HLA Asset Elite. By the way, if let's say you have any question, you can put in the Q&A. Sorry, I forgot to tell you all. If let's say you have any question, just put in the Q&A and then I will attend your question. If let's say I see the Q&A pop up. Okay. So right now, until right now, okay or not? Okay, my pace is very slow okay. I just want to make sure everyone can understand what I'm talking okay. So right now, I will show you a one glance of what are the beauties of this HLA Medishield 3 rider. Okay. First of all, the base annual limit is up to 2 million. In Medishield 3 rider, we have 3 types of room and board, and the room and board is followed by this annual limit. We have 200, the room and board starting 200, 300, and 500. Okay, so 200 punya annual limit is 1 million. And then the 300 punya annual limit is 1.5 million. Easy to remember. The interval is a 500,000 And the MS 500, which is room and board 500, is 2 million. That's why here they put up to 2 million. Second thing, it boosts your annual limit additional 1.5 million. Later on, we will talk more detail. And 3-level rewards, okay? And just now I explained in this flyer already. Okay, later we will go zoom in more detail. This is going to show you, and we will zoom in one by one. And nursing care, and also post-hospitalization traditional Chinese medicine. This is also one of our unique selling point, okay, compared to other insurance. Okay, so alternative cancer treatment benefit, and also this is one of our unique selling proposition, and can be extension, okay, coverage in Singapore or Brunei, and also we can opt in this Medicash relief. And the last one, the flexibility for this pre and post retirement. Later on, we will talk more about this. What is deductible? Okay, so far so good, everyone. If let's say good, can you go to the chat room, type 2 for me? Okay, so make sure everyone can follow my pace. Okay, thank you, Biteng. Thank you, Kim Lan. Thank you. Good. Thank you so much. Thanks for your response. I like your energy. So I proceed. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, very clear. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we go to the point number 1 first. Okay, the point number 1 here. Okay, just now I mentioned base annual limit is up to 2 million. Actually, in this Medishield, we have 3 types room and board, as I already mentioned in earlier. We have 200, 300, and 500. Okay, and today Adrian is not going to all this detail. If let's say you want to know more in this contract, the terms, right? But today we will highlight a few things. Okay, so you come to our master technical workshop. We will guide you one by one because master technical workshop is more in depth. Okay, so for the base annual limit up to 2 million, as you can see, MS 500 here. So the annual limit is 2 million. Okay, MS 300 is 1.5 and 200, okay, is 1 million. And for this Medishield 3, right? Okay, there's no lifetime limit. As you can see, no lifetime limit, which means that I buy this whole life, I can claim whatever the amount, but it's also subject to this annual limit. Annual limit, which means that 1 year I can claim up to, if let's say I buy this 200 room and board, Medishield 3 200, I can 1 year, I can claim up to 1 million only lah. So annual limit, there will be a cap as well. Okay, but here I want to brief you a little bit about, okay, as you can see, based on it's mentioned about as charge to reasonable and customary charges. What is all this about? Okay, if let's say you refer to the fact sheet and also pliers, right? It will also keep on mentioned as charge subject to reasonable and customary charges. Even though you compare to other in fact sheets, their flyer, right? They also mention about this as charge subject to reasonable and customary charges, which means that, right, these charges is medical care, which is due to medical necessary. Medical necessary is like a doctor say that, or you need to go to this surgery lah, or maybe you need to have this treatment lah, and the price, it must be reasonable. Okay, it must be reasonable. And the as per charge, right, actually here is referred to your annual limit charges. Okay, so this is the definition as charge subject to the reasonable and customary charges. Okay, so please bear in mind. Yeah. Okay, next, right, we go to the point number 2. Okay, boost annual limit additional 1.5 million. Okay, just now we mentioned about the base here, okay, the fundamental, the primary card. Okay, for Medishield, we have 1 million, 1.5, and 2 million. If let's say customer want to opt in, this is an optional. Customer can opt in or they want to opt also can. It's optional. Okay, so when you key in this Medishield, they will pump up. Okay, normally our system, they will auto default this million extra. They will help you to tick one. Okay, so once you tick it, okay, so this annual limit, right, it will be boost up another 1.5 million, which means, let's say 200 room and board 1 million, I add in million extra with 1.5 here, I become 2.5 million, which means satu tahun saya boleh claim up to 2.5 million. And for MS 300, 1.5 plus 1.5 equals to 3 million already. And MS 500 is 2 million plus 1.5 million is equal to 3.5 million. Wow. Phew. 3.5 million, you know, okay. So that's why this is one of our strength, you know, okay. So with 1.5 annual limit, and this one also one of our selling point, and it's as low as 3 ringgit, okay, per month. Okay, we add in 3 ringgit per month. Okay, but this is based on the attained age 35 meals. Okay, 35 meals, occupation class 1 ME3 200. Okay, of course, if let's say 40 years old male or occupation class 2, right, it will be slightly higher lah. But one thing, good news, based on our memo campaign, okay, we have this 0 cent campaign. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, this is a good time for you to upsell your customer, okay, to review the customer punya policy. If let's say they are having the old card already. Now is the time, okay, help them to top up their medical card. So with this, okay, million punya coverage, right? Okay, we have this 0 cent campaign for the first 3 policy year. 0 cent, you know, which means there's zero now. The cost of insurance is, let's say for this, but this is only for million extra 3, yeah. Okay, so for more information, right, you can refer to this, write it down already, like the agency memo. And the latest one, because we launched it as elite, so also for this Medishield, million extra 3, right, we also have, the customer also can enjoy this 0 cent campaign. By the way, the campaign right now, okay, is until 31st March only. Not sure will extend or not. Okay, so stay tuned to the memo. If let's say there's any announcements, right? So we will come up with a circular lah. Okay, right now it's until 31st. So it's a good time for you to approach the customer. Okay, next we go to this 3 level. Okay, the 3 levels of the rewards. Okay, first of all, we talk about this stay healthy and 50 cents of 15% of insurance charges, right? It will be credit to your bank account, and if no, notified claim to the company, which means that during the periods of times, right? Okay, it must be fulfilled certain period of time. There's no claim. Okay, so this 15%, right? It will be either credit to your bank account, which means customer, they can cash out, they can take the money. But there's another option, basically, customer also, they can, okay, reinvest this, okay, this amount, okay, into our account value. And the allocations rate, right, actually is 105%, you know, okay, it's not 100%. It's we give you additional 0.5%. So how this non-claim incentive is going to work for the stay healthy, right? Okay, we look at this, okay, the chart. Let's say this customer purchased this MS3, okay, Medishield 3, right? So did not make the claim, okay. The first, okay, for the we call the periods of time, right? It must be 18 months. Okay, after the 18 months, right, this customer, it will receive the first cash reward after 18 months. It must be consecutive month, continuous, did not make the claim. And subsequently, okay, the months will be 12 months, 12 months, 12 months. Okay, if let's say, unfortunately, this customer, okay, admitted to the hospital, okay, and make claim and no reward, it will be paid for that 12-month punya cycle. Okay, fall under this cycle. Okay, there's no claim will be paid off. Okay, so if let's say the customer recover already, so the cycles, right, it will be restart again, start receiving reward in the next cycle. Okay, but of course the subsequence, right, is not followed by the first cycle is 18 months, but it's a 12 month continue with the 12 month. So this is basically, let's say customer buy the medical card, because previously we received a lot of feedback saying that, I buy this medical card lah, but I didn't get anything. Choi. Let's say want to get anything, which means that our condition is not healthy, right? It's something like curse ourselves. Okay, so for this type of customer, let's say they stay healthy, right, we also reward to the customer. Okay. Then second rewards, right, we talk about this stay economical. Okay, what is mean by stay economical? Which means, okay, 80% of unutilized room and board benefit during confinement will be refunded. Okay, confinement, which means that I stay in the hospital lah. Okay, the confinement definition, which means that I need to stay in the hospital and with medical necessary, the doctor and also got nurse to treat me. Okay, this is a definitions of the confinement. So how to entitle for this 80% of unutilized room and board benefit? We look at this example. Let's say today Adrian purchased this MS300. Okay, so I hospitalized for 5 hari, 5 days, right? Okay, and then who knows, the hospital full house already, only left this room. Okay, it's 180. So no choice, lor. Adrian have to say this room costs 180 per day lah. Okay, so but my plan is a 300 one. Okay, so I use 300, I minus 180, right? So this is an unutilized punya room and board amount lor. So 120 I times 5 days, right? So it's a 600. Okay, but just now, based on the definition over here, it mentioned 80% of unutilized room and board. So I have to use 600 times 80% is equal to 480 ringgit. So this one, okay, also have two options customer can choose whether they can reinvest, okay, according to the fund allocation of the policy at allocation rate of 105%. They want to reinvest back to the policy, or they want to take out this money also can just by direct credit or e-payment lah. Okay, so customer have two options to choose. Okay, the third level of rewards, right? We talk about this stay loyal, which means the customer keep on support us, ma. So that's why we want to reward to the customer. So for this one, okay, very easy. The room and board, it will be fixed one. By every 10 years, it will increase, auto increase. No need apply, okay? Here the word mentioned auto increase, ma. Okay, so every 10 years, it will auto increase 5 puluh ringgit, 50 ringgit, right? But up to 3 times only. So this is a table one glance to show you. Let's say Adrian buy MS3 200 room and board. Year 1, my room and board is 200. So year 11, it will increase after 10 years already, ma. So it will increase another 50 ringgit. So after 10 years, it will auto increase another 50 ringgit. And after 10 years, will auto increase another 50 ringgit. So the room and board will become 350 ringgit. Okay, for MS300, maximum the room and board, it will go to 450, and 500, MS3 500 room and board can go to 650. With 50 ringgit, every 10 years will increase, auto increase up to 3 times. Okay, so this is called stay loyal. And next, we move on. Attain age. So this is talk about the underwriting guideline lah. Okay, so for these medical plans, right? Okay, Medishield 3, right? Sorry, Medishield 3 rider. Okay, so minimum for baby during mommy pregnancy times, right? Unborn child, as long as starting from 13 weeks gestation into the gestation, 13 weeks we call gestations, right? They can buy this medical card for the baby already, okay? Otherwise, right, if let's say the baby is delivered already, we need to wait for 30 days old, okay? 30 days old. And for unborn, is before birth, as I mentioned. And others, right, the maximum will be 70 years old, okay? The maximum entry age is 70 years old. So including middle extra 3 and overseas treatment for selected surgery 2. Okay, and Medicash relief, right, is a 30 days old and maximum is a 70 years old. So right now we go to the beauty number 5. Okay, number 5. So home nursing care, as you can see in our schedule of benefits, right? So home nursing care, you can claim up to 180 days per lifetime, and it depends on the plans, the type plans we choose. So for the Medishield 3200s, right, can claim 60 ringgit per day, and 300 is 80 per day, and for the MS3 500 is 120. But please bear in mind, this is not annual limit. It's not annual, but as you can see here, up to 180 days per lifetime, which means per lifetime I can claim 180 days. Okay, so 180 days, if let's say I claim finish already, then no more this benefit. Okay, and this home nursing care is not like I ask my mother-in-law lah or my auntie lah, uncle lah take care of me lah. The home nursing care, it must be registered one, you know. Okay, and this nursing care, it must be prescribed by the physician, and for the continuous treatment for the specific medical condition. And the doctor also need to saying that this person really need the home nursing care, then Balu can claim this benefit one. Okay, please bear in mind on this home nursing care. And then number 6, okay, this is also one of our unique, okay, of our Medishield 3 rider. Okay, compared to other insurance companies, right, they don't have this post hospitalization TCM. Okay, TCM is stand for traditional Chinese and medicine. Okay, but please bear in mind for this TCM, right, as here is under what? Post hospitalization, which means that, right, I admit to the hospital, maybe I diagnosed with maybe a cancer. So after I discharged from hospital already, I need to follow up this treatment. And then I don't want offer Western style medicine. I want to offer this traditional style medicine. But of course, it must be recommended by this physician, which is a doctor. So I can use this TCM to do what we call the follow up. Okay, maybe I need to take this traditional Chinese medicine, okay, to recover lah. Okay, also it will be 90 days. So it must refer to the same diagnosis. It's not like today I fall down, then I want to go to the Titala or simply go to the Chinese dietitian and then treat this one, I can claim that one. No. So it must be admitted to the hospital, discharged, do the follow-up, so I can use this benefit, which is a traditional Chinese medicine and chiropractic treatment. Please bear in mind. Okay, it must be necessary follow-up treatment. Okay, so for this TCM chiropractic annual limit is starting from 12,000, okay, to 30,000. As you can see here, 12,000 is per rider year, per rider year, and the maximum for 500 can go to 30,000 per rider year. But per visit, which means the per visit, right, cannot exceed, let's say for MS 200, cannot, okay, the bill lah, okay, cannot, okay, over than 200. Okay, very simple to easy lah. Refer to this room and board. 200, 200, 300 is 300, 500 is 500 per visit. Very easy to remember lah. Let's say you forgot, you always can refer to the flyer lah. Okay. So the next thing, okay, next we talk about this. Wow, this is one of our beauty, okay, for alternative cancer treatment benefit. If let's say you do others comparison within others insurance company, medicals, right? Okay, normally for the normal treatments, for the cancer treatments, right? In the contract, they only mention about, I say majority, they are mentioned about chemotherapy and radiotherapy. This is most common therapy to treat the cancer. But in Medishield 3 riders, right, okay, we have these 5 types of the cancer treatment. Wow, this is one of our beauty, you know. And let's say today I diagnosed with cancers, right? I can offer this, whether I can go for these 5 types of the cancer treatment: chemotherapy, hormone therapy, radiotherapy, immunotherapy, or target therapy. If let's say I don't want to opt for this type of therapy, right? I can, let's say I want to choose Chinese traditional Chinese medicines, okay, but I need to use my pocket money to pay up. So I can use this one, I can choose for monthly cash. Okay, it's up to 5,000 for 12 months. I can use this money to buy some what we call Chinese medicine, okay, to treat my cancer. Okay, but this is only for this alternative cancer treatment, right? The maximum it can claim 2 times per lifetime, and a lot of agents they are very confused. You know, they thinking that, oh, let's say a maximum claim up to 2 times per lifetime, claim liao, okay, finish. Okay, finish already, right? Then I diagnosed with cancer already. Then there's no more can treat my cancer already. Don't forget, we have this. Okay, can you see outpatient treatment? They still can use for this benefit, outpatient cancer treatment here. As you can see here, it's as charged, no, subject to the reasonable and customary charges. So this is one of our beauty. So please don't confuse. If let's say the customer claim already maximum, just as I mentioned, 2 times per lifetime, but after they utilize all this benefit already, they still can go to this outpatient treatment punya, okay, for the outpatient cancer treatment. Okay, so don't confuse, huh? Okay, so next thing we go to this extension coverage. Okay, so but this is also one of the optional benefit in our Medishield 3 rider. Just now the number one optional benefit is a million extra month, okay, to boost up 1.5 million. The other optional benefit, okay, is called overseas treatment. Okay, so we can extend this treatment to the overseas, but only for 3 countries: Singapore, Hong Kong, China, and selected surgery only for these 5 types of surgery. Okay, surgery related to the cancer, neurosurgery, and these neurosurgeries, right, actually is an intracranial surgical procedure of the brain, lah. Okay, and coronary artery bypass surgery, heart valve surgery, and organ transplant. Okay, based on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 organ, lah. Okay, for this overseas treatment, okay, the overall benefit payout is restricted to 250,000 per any one disability, and 250,000, which means 1 year the annual limit is 250,000. Okay, and the cap for the whole life for this overseas treatments, right, is capped at 2.5 million 10 times for the annual limit. Okay, so it's a 2.5. If let's say I opt in these overseas treatments, right? If let's say I kena lah, okay, for example, I diagnosed with cancer, but I don't want to go overseas lah because very leceh lah. Later on, I need to take flight lah, and then my body's condition is is already deteriorated, so like no energy already. You want me to oversee, but if let's say I got this benefit, I can choose to receive the treatment in Malaysia, right? Then, okay, for this benefit, they will pay out the cash allowance of 8,000. Okay, the cash allowance. If let's say I receive the treatment in Malaysia instead of I go overseas for the treatment. So this is a cash allowance. Okay, so as you can see, our plans, right, is very very flexible one. If let's say the customer or in this benefit they don't want to go, but we also will give the allowance, a lot allowance to the customer. Okay, so the next thing, number 8, extension coverage. Okay, so for the extension coverage, right, actually we can extend this medical card to Singapore and Brunei as based on the standard cost, right? As long as, okay, let's say we go to this, I mean, Singapore, Brunei, happen anything, right? But, okay, for this extension coverage, right, as long as, because our TPS is like charge for the Malaysia one, if let's say anything's happen, okay, overseas, like Singapore, Brunei, for those who are maybe especially they are working, okay, in Singapore and Brunei, right? Because we working in Singapore or overseas, right? So medical card is automatic, it's not covered anymore. But for these Medishield, right? Okay, and also other medical plan, as long as the customer they declare extension for this coverage in Singapore, Brunei, right? Okay, so they also can claim. But this is based on what? Reimbursement basis, which means that the customer they need to pay first and back to the reimbursement. Okay, so as you can see here, it's already give us the clause. I fully understand, acknowledge that should HLA decide to cover any of medical treatment in either Singapore or Brunei, there shall be no cashless admission service, which means that no cashless, which means that, okay, normally with 0 deductible, okay, in Malaysia, we present our card, then no cashless law. But in others like Singapore and Brunei, right, so the customer need to pay first and back to the reimbursement basis. Okay, so we can extend this coverage in Singapore and Brunei. And the next one, Medicash relief. This is also one of the optional benefit, okay, in the Medishield, Medishield 3 rider. But for Medicash relief, right, it's not only for Medishield 3 rider, also 180 CIs, right? You also can opt in this Medicash relief one, okay? So for this Medicash relief, right, okay, we will have 10 major conditions. Okay, we will pay a one-time lump sum one. Okay, so this what include these 10 major medical conditions. Okay, so first is a stroke, cancer, heart attack, loss of speech, and deafness. But of course, we also cover another 5. Okay, this is major medical condition up to age 100 lah. But this 5 is covered up to age 85, which is including open surgery, surgery for long hospitalization, admitted to the ICU, major organ failure, and also 3 out of 6 activity dealing living or unable to work. So 5 plus 5 is equal to 10 major condition. And this Medicash relief is starting, the sum assured is minimum from 10,000. So if let's say I kena one of these, right? So it will pay one-time lump sum. Okay, it's a cash, one-time lump sum cash. Okay. Then the number 10 is talk about this pre and post deductible. Okay, in our Medishield trace riders, right? If let's say you refer to our fact sheet, product fact sheets, right? We will have 16 numberless combinations of the deductible, and starting from 0 maximum, which is no deductible, lah, up to 75,000 types of the deductible. So as you can see, 16 combination, you know. So it's very, very flexible. Okay, but of course, the higher deductible customer choose, of course, their cost of insurance or their premium will be slightly cheaper, lah, higher saving. Okay, so what is deductible about? Okay, which means, for example, if let's say today I buy a Medishield 3 rider with a pre-retirement deductible 5,000, right? Today, Adrian admitted to the hospital and the total bill charged me is 10,000. So 5,000, which means Adrian have to pay. Okay, so this is called deductible, and the balance of the 5,000, because the bill is 10,000, 10,000 minus 5,000, the balance 5,000 is bear by this Medishield 3 rider. So this is called deductible, and deductible is one of the cost sharing provisions in the medical card. Okay, so for example, the other example, illustrations of total eligible claim for pre-retirement deductible of 20,000. Let's say this customer choose 20,000, okay, for the pre-retirement deductible, and post-retirement deductible of 0. So which means before 60, let's say, right, I admit to the hospital, the total bill is 1 million. Okay, so the first 20,000 eligible claim is borne by your either is employer or myself. Like just now I give you a scenario. Like me, I have to pay this, okay, deductible first for the 20,000. Then the balance 1 million I minus 20,000, right? The balance 980,000, right? It will be covered by HLA Medishield 3 rider. Okay, so after age 60, right, my post-retirement, as our retirement age is 60 ma. So after the retirement age 60, so let's say I admit to the hospital 1 million, I need to spend 1 million. This all 1 million is covered by HLA Medishield 3 rider. Okay, so how to propose this deductible option to the customer, since we have pre-la and post-la. So it depends on your customer need and depends on your target market. And let's say today you are meeting the prospect is a totally fresh, new, no medical at all, or maybe just, okay, enter to the employment. Okay, so you can offer this no deductible, because if something happened to our prospect, nothing cover, you know, then especially for those fresh graduate just come up to work, right? So they have maybe their saving that have no much saving. So that's why we need to propose, maybe use 0 deductible, or maybe we can affordable low deductible 2.5. Last time our low deductible is a 5,000, because based on the market demand and also the market needs, right? So we lower down our deductible, become 2,005. Okay, and let's say they lower 2,005, you choose this 2,005 deductible, right? The customer can enjoy 25% saving on insurance charges. Okay, and some of the customer, they will say that, yeah, I already covered by my employment lah. Okay, so I will ask this prospect, are you married to your employment? Are you married to your employer? Okay, so let's say today they stop employments already, right? So basically, the employers, right, is stop cover the medical card already. Okay, but let's say they insist, right, to say that, oh, it's covered by employer. So it depends on the we need to fact find whether the customer, their employer cover how much for the annual limit is how much. So let's say by the annual limit of the coverage for the employers, right? So we use the deductible, maybe the first payment from the employer via deductibles, right? So we can propose according the deductible. But I will recommend that for the post-retirement, which is after age 60, right? We can put maybe 0 or maybe 5,000 lah. Okay, so this is how we counter offer or we upskill the customer. Then the other types of customer, they say that, I already got the medical card already lah, with existing card. Who knows, we do a policy review, this card is very maybe 10 years ago or 20 years ago. So we can offer another new card. But nowadays, like me, myself, right? I already got 3 medical card, I very can't see one. Okay. At least, nowadays minimum must be a 2 medical card already. We can also upsell them, okay, with another, who knows, you present all this, got icon. Really, I very can see. Okay, so you can upsell the customer, okay, with existing card, and who knows, I carry 2 card or 3. Some customer, they feel very proud when, I got 3 medical cards. Sometimes I feel very proud when I go to the friends gathering. I say that, how many medical I have? I got 3. How many you got? Okay, like we show hand, Okay, so actually, let's say last time we reviewed the policies. Last time maybe they bought the medical card, the old card, the annual limit like maybe 75,000 or maybe 100,000. So we can offer the higher deductible. Okay, as based on our memos, right? We got one memo saying that's right. HLA Medishield 3 rider, not Medishield 3 rider. Medical HLA medical card is appointed as the second medical card. So we can use this one of the benefit, okay, to upsell the customer. So who knows? Because as I say, the medical cards, right, is for the future preparation. Okay, 100,000 maybe for right now, cancer is not enough anymore lah. Basically, let's say you go through, depends on the cancer, how many cycle of the chemo want to take, it will be exhausted very fast. Okay, so you can use this kind of facts, right, or concept, right, to upsell the customer. 100,000 basically is not enough anymore lah. Okay, for the old card. Okay, so it depends on the market. We offer different types of deductible to the customer. As I mentioned, we got 16 a number combination we can mix and match. Okay, the deductible option. Now we go to this non-deductible benefit. Just now Adrian talked about deductible. Now talk about non-deductible. What is this? Very confusing. Okay, these non-deductible benefits, right? Which mean that, right? Let's say today I own Medishield 3. Okay, I can enjoy this non-deductible benefit, which means customer they will start pay the claim starting for 1 ringgit onwards. By following this benefit, is not subject to deductible. Let's say today I accident, okay, hospitalization due to road accident on Malaysia highways, right? Okay, as our benefit, they will pay this daily cash one, okay, and daily cash this one is not subject to the deductible, which means that I no need to pay this maybe 5,000 or 2,500. I only can claim for this daily cash. No. That's why this is a benefit, no subject to the deductible. We will pay as long as you got this Medishield 3. I go to this daily cash or maybe, alternative cancer treatments, right? They will straight away pay. Okay, no need, I paid 5,000 first. So this is called non-deductible benefit. Okay, we go to here first. Okay, the first one, daily cash amount for hospitalization due to road accident on a Malaysia highway. Okay, here I put a note, a Malaysia highway shall mean highway or expressway as listed by the Malaysian Highway Authority. Okay, so how we check this highway? Very simple. We go to the Google, ask our best friend, Mr. G, Mr. Google lah. Okay, you just type Malaysia Highway Authority, right? They will list out all the, you go to the website. Okay, Malay is called Lebuh Raya Lembaga Malaysia, something like that lah. Okay, so you can check the listing. All the highway listing is in the this website already. Okay, I give you a tips. Our famous federal highway. Yes, it's a highway, but it's not listed in the Malaysia Highway Authority. By the way. Okay. Then next one, alternative cancer treatment, outpatient cancer treatment, outpatient kidney dialysis treatment, and also outpatient. As you can see, all is outpatient one. Dengue fever treatment and Zika virus treatment and emergency evacuation and repatriation. All these, remember, six. Okay, six type of this benefit is not deductible benefit. Okay, I will give you another scenario. Okay, we don't talk about this non-deductible benefit. Okay, just now I mentioned for deductible, I forgot to give you this example. Okay, so for this deductible, right? Okay, let's say just now I mentioned it's per rider year. Okay, let's say today I choose the plan pre-retirement is 5,000 and post-retirement, let's say is a 5,000 deductible. Okay, let's say today I admit to the hospital, I claim for the surgery of 2,000. And at the same time, and also claim for the 3,000 for this outpatient cancer treatment. What are the total amount will be paid out? Okay, listen carefully. My question. Okay, let's say Adrian today claim for this surgical fee of 2,000 and my deductible is 5,000. And at the same time, I also claim for this outpatient cancer treatment 3,000. So the total claim will be paid out for only 3,000. Okay, because just now my deductible is 5,000. I perform this surgical fee 2,000, right? Okay, 2,000. I haven't hit this 5,000 yet. So because the 5,000 deductible, Adrian have to pay one. Okay, so 2,000 is not covered. Okay, so the 3,000, as I mentioned, is a non-deductible benefit. So HLA, they will claim this, will pay out this, what we call the outpatient cancer treatment for 3,000. The other scenario, okay, let's say today I admit to this hospital and the surgical fee is 6,000, a non-rebu. Okay, at the same time, I claim this 3,000 outpatient cancer treatment. So what are the total HLA they will pay the claim for this Medishield treat? So just now I use back the 5,000 deductible, which means 6,000. I need the 5,000 deductible. Adrian had to bear first. 6,000 minus 5,000, so it's 1,000. This 1,000 plus this 3,000 outpatient cancer treatment. So total 3,000 plus 1,000 is equal to 4,000. Is the claim will be paid out. Okay. The other scenario, wow, so many scenario. I don't know you all can remember or not. Just now I mentioned the deductible is per rider year. Okay, so I use back the same example. 5,000 deductible. Okay, at the same year, the first one, oh, good. Very clear, good. Thank you, C. Kim, right? C. Kim Lan. Okay, thank you, C. Kim. Okay, the other sample, the other example, okay. So 5,000 deductible, just as I mentioned per rider year, okay. So the first time, maybe January, okay, January, I claim for this surgical is 2,000, okay. Then after 6 months, maybe July, okay, I go to another surgery, okay. So maybe the surgery is cost me 5,000, okay. But the first 2,000, okay, you need to plus 5,000, so equal to 7,000. The deductible, the first, okay, the first deductible is 5,000. So the HLA, they will pay the claim 7,000 minus 5,000 is equal to 2,000 per rider year. So which means 1 year I admit 2 times of hospital. So it's calculated by rider year. Okay, it's not that I every time I admit I need to pay 5,000. I mean I need to pay 5,000. So it will be calculate this whole year. Okay, so this is called per rider year. So please bear in mind. Okay, are you all good? If let's say good, can you give me 5 in the chat room? I hope that my explanation Clear lah. Thank you. Oh, Rongfeng raise our hand. Thank you, Hui Bing. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you, Azlina. Thank you, Sohin. Thank you, Lobby Ting. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. So we move on now. Thank you, Azlina. Thank you so much. Okay. The next thing, okay, I want to talk about for this upgrade. Okay, so how we want to do the upgrades, right? You can log into the agency portal. Who knows some customer, they bought the old car. They want to, wow, they think that, wow, last time I bought Medishield 2, wow, now company car with Medishield 3, wow, ayo, why didn't tell me earlier, I bought already, so hey, this is a good news. So we can do upgrade one, okay, don't worry, don't worry. So how to do the upgrade? Go to the agency portal. Then you go to this medical card conversion. Oh, sorry, this is under newbie. Okay, so you go to the policy, you click the hamburger. Okay, here is a hamburger. You click the hamburger. There's one called policy servicing. So it will list down. Okay, you go to the policy servicing. You go to the newbie, new business. Then you scroll down. You look for this medical card conversion and upgrade form. So you click that. Then this is a form. So basically, you just fill out the information, okay, from existing policy to new proposal number. So fill out necessary part. So we can do the upgrade. But, okay, so this is subject to the underwriting, by the way. Okay, but let's say do this what we call the upgrade conversions. Okay, so all the waiting period, it will be waived. But, okay, can you see here, any medical physician condition are subject to waiting period of 30 days, except for the following specific illnesses subject to the waiting period of 120 days. Okay, who knows during this what we call the waiting period time, okay, let's say the customer what we call diagnosed or maybe admit to the hospital, right? So we will use back the old card. Okay, so because we want to make sure the customer getting insured during this kind of waiting period, so they still can use the old card. So that's why they need to fill out this what we call a conversion or upgrade form. Okay, so here also it will mention the waiver of waiting period is only applicable to the primary medical card and does not apply to the optional benefit lah. Okay, but all is subject to the underwriting lah, by the way. Okay, and one more thing here is called conversion and also upgrade lah. So what is the difference between the conversion upgrade? Sometimes, okay, agent, they also will confuse. Conversions is very simple. As long as, right, your room and board is the same, you are from maybe, for example, from last time, McGlobal 4 plus 200, you upgrade to this Medishield 3 200, for example, the same room and board, right? So this is called a conversion, okay? So upgrade, which means that you are upgrading from your room and board. For example, last time I bought this McGlobal 4 150, I upgrade to Medishield 3 Punya 200 room and board. I upgrade my room and board, okay? So this is one of the example, I upgrade, okay? Just now, the first scenario is a conversion from old plan, McGlobal 4 plus 200, I upgrade to MS3 200, which is the same room and board. Okay, it's called conversion. Upgrade, which means, okay, from McGlobal 4 plus room and board 150, I want to upgrade to room and board Medishield 3 200. So this is how we differentiate conversion and upgrade. Okay. So this is my last slide. I think I over the time already. Don't complain me. Okay. And things like, okay, will you wish to pay affordable premium or choose to pay expensive medical expenses? I give you a one code basically. Okay, in 1/3 of our person life is spent sleeping, our sleeping time, right? Okay, there are 4 bags, okay, that accompany us throughout our life. Do you think what types of 4 bags? Okay, don't give me 555%. I don't want to 555%. This is the last one already. Okay, so in 1/3 of a person life, right, we sleep. Okay, which means that maybe 1/3 of a time, okay, we spend our time on our bed. Okay, but there are 4 beds, right? Okay, that accompany, okay, us throughout our life. Okay, the first one from the first day we born, right? Maybe we sleep at the crib. Okay, Then after we grow out, we will upgrade to the single bed. Then the other, we achieve another life stage already, right? We're getting married. Okay, so we were from single bed, we upgrade to the double bed. Okay, married already ma. Takkan you buy 2 single twin bed ne? Am I right? So the last one, which is a hospital bed. Okay, when we get sick. Okay, so do you think that 4 types of the bed, right? Which one is the cost more expensive one? Of course, it's our hospital bed law. Okay, so will you wish to pay this affordable premium, or you choose to pay expensive for the medical expenses? So with that, you can end with this kind of a closing, okay, to the customer. Okay, so this is a what we call, we can give a sales idea, okay, the sales script, okay, your sales script to upsells to the customer. Okay. Okay, Liang Feng, thank you. Cram, single, double bed, hospital room, and board hospital bed. Okay. By the way, I also have this question. When can customer terminate the old card? Okay, upon the new card, okay, is purchased. Em Hui Ping, right? Actually, I will recommend, right, don't terminate the old card first, because, right, as we just now we share, we got this waiting period. Okay, so when you do these upgrades, right, we don't terminate this what we call the old card first. Okay, so because if let's say in case, right, customer have anything happens, right, okay, so customer have nothing to claim, you know. So in case, right, we don't terminate the old card first. I hope that I answer your question. When the customer terminate the old card upon the new card is purchased, so it's not advisable, okay, to terminate the old card. Okay, but you can do the upgrade as I mentioned, right? There will be a waiting period, but the waiting periods, right? If let's say anything happens, right? We still can, okay, we still can use back the existing card. Okay, so this is how we do a upgrade or conversion. I hope that I answer your question, Hui Ping. Okay. Chat, remember the, oh, sorry. Okay, so with that, right, you have any question to ask? If no, right, I will end the session. Bye. Before go call off, right? Okay, so I need you to help me to scan today evaluations. Okay, we need to get your input, your feedback from you, so we can make our trainings is more effective and benefits to our agency. Thank you so much. With that, right, no further question. Thanks for attending today's session. And if let's say you still have not clear, right? That later on 5 o'clock we have a Mandarin session. Okay, I will speak in Mandarin now, by the way. So you can come again, okay, to refresh. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your response. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, with that, I will end the session. See you all. Don't forget to scan this QR code for the training evaluation format. Thank you so much. Banyak terima kasih. Arigato. Okay, bye-bye. Kamsahamnida.